my name's Amanda and today I'm going to show you how to crochet the Suzette stitch, also known as the grit stitch. It's a nice easy one to progress to once you've mastered your UK double and treble crochets. It is quite a firm stitch, so I would suggest that you move up a half if not even a full hook size. This was just a random ball of double knit I had in my stash and I did this on a 4.5 and it does feel quite stiff, so I think I would move up to a 5 in future. So with that in mind, let's gather our supplies and let's get going. So for this stitch we need to chain any even number, and as always I have my stitch marker in my first chain. This is just my small sample. In my blanket here I have my stitch marker in my first and then one every 20 just to keep me on track with my counting. So this stitch can be made in any yarn, just choose your suitable hook for the yarn that you're using, and I say I would recommend you go up a half if not even a full. So I've got some Stylecraft double knit here and I have moved up to a 5mm hook. So you need to chain an even number. So in our second chain from our hook we are going to do a UK double crochet and then all the way along. So remember, the one on our hook does not count. This is number 1 and this one here is number 2. I'll just give that a point again. So this one does not count. This one here is number 1. Sometimes it gets a bit squashed, so if you pull that away you can see that that is your first one there, and then this one is number 2. Now there's a couple of ways you can do your first chains. You can literally just put your hook in, slide it on, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's your first stitch and off you go. I would put my stitch marker in there and I would carry on all the way down with my UK double crochets, literally putting my hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and off we go until I get to the end. Or if you want a neater edge, sometimes this can look a bit holy and gapey. If you want a neater edge, you can work into what they call the back bumps. So this is the front of your chain. If you turn it over, you can see that it has a little raised bit on the back. So if you crochet into those back humps, it gives a neater finish, because this will end up being the first row because you're going into the back, so then that is then the front. So that's just a neater way of doing it. So if I show you my bottom row here, it's my chains are on the bottom because I've crocheted into the back hump, so it just gives a nice neater finish and it's not as holy. So if I just show you how to do that, so we'll just ignore the couple that I've made. So that would be my front. I'm going to turn it over, and if you can see the little bobbles on the back, I'm just going to skip them. I'm just going to show you how to do this. So if you wanted to do it this way, you could do, but you would just go along each chain, and if you wanted to, go in the back bumps. Now you might have to push it on with your finger this time because they can be a little bit trickier to get into, and it is a trick that you just need to master, but you just do it exactly the same way, and once you've done a few it's okay. So you want to turn it so it's backwards. So if you can see there, that's the next one. I say if you need to shove it on with your finger, you can do. And once you've done a few, the back automatically sort of stays pointing upwards towards you. So just push it on, and that is how you crochet in the back humps. So whichever you prefer, it really doesn't matter. You're going to double crochet all the way along until you get to your stitch marker there, and I will meet you back there. So we're just doing a UK doubles in our chain, and our chain will be a even number. So I will meet you back there. So I have double crocheted my first row, and if you can see, it just looks nicer going into the back bumps. That's the only way I can describe it really, but it's entirely up to you, and it can be a little bit tricky till you get the hang of it. So I have just double crocheted across and I'm ready to start my repeat row. So row 1 was just our setup, and then this is the row you're going to repeat until you complete the size of your projects. So we're just going to chain 1 and turn our work. I'm just going to lie that down and zoom in. So we are going to start here in the very first stitch where our chain is coming out of, and in that stitch we are going to do 1 UK double, 1 UK treble, skip, 1 UK double, 1 UK treble, skip, and that is our pattern repeat. So off we go. In this very first stitch where our chain is coming out of, 1 UK double, so that's hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both of them, and that there is your first stitch. Stitch marker in exactly the same space, so exactly the same spot where you've just done that one, we're going to do a UK treble. So that one is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So the next one is here. We're going to skip that stitch. I'm going to work in the next one along. So same again, 1 UK double, followed by 1 UK treble in exactly the same space. Skip the next one, same again, 1 UK double. Not got both loops there. Make sure you get both loops of your V on your hook. That's it. Followed by 1 UK treble in exactly the same hole, and that is your pattern repeat. Miss one, 1 double, and 1 treble in the same place. So you're just going to repeat that till the end of the row, and I will meet you back there. So I'm at the end of my row. You should have 2 stitches left. So you're going to skip that one, and in the last one you're just going to do 1 double crochet. So you could leave your stitch marker in if you don't know where you're going, take it out if you do. You're just going to do 1 double to finish, chain 1, turn your work, and off you go again. So remember, this is our first stitch is going in there where our chain is coming out of. So it's just 1 UK double, stitch marker in, 1 UK treble in exactly the same space, and off we go again. Skip one, insert, and that is how you do the Suzette or the grit stitch. It's called the same thing. It's really simple and a really nice, easy, beginner friendly stitch. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.